I think Alfred Hitchcock gave him the idea. Doesn't take them long to leave. Alright y'all, today we're going to make a lemon meringue pie. First thing I have here, I've got the whites of 3 eggs. Rudy, whites of 3 eggs. You don't want any yolk in there. No shell, none of that. I have a half cup of sugar. Got a little cream of tartar. That is a dry acid. It helps break down the protein in the eggs. And we're going to put probably a half teaspoon or a teaspoon, doesn't really matter, personal taste, of vanilla extract. Now they make a clear, that's what I'll be using, and of course they make the brown. But anyway, let's get started. Put my egg whites in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the vanilla in there, it's not gonna hurt. Can't get the top off. Alright. And I'll put my little bit of like a 1/4 teaspoon or something like that. Some people don't even use it, of this cream of tartar. We're going to beat this until it gets to a soft peak. Then we'll start adding the sugar. We'll be right back. It's foaming up pretty good. We'll start it up again. And I'll start adding the sugar a little bit at a time. And just incorporate all this sugar into there. We're going to turn it up. And we'll do this until it will stay on a spoon turned upside down. Stiff peaks. Why are we doing it first? I'm doing it first because you want to put your meringue on a hot pie filling. Now this is going to take a little while. I don't need to bore you. Alright y'all, you can see that. That's good enough. I'm going to get this off of here and set it to the side, and we'll put it on the pie when it's ready. Y'all, here are the ingredients for the filling. I have 1 cup of corn starch in here. I have a half a cup of sugar. I mix the two together. It seems to hold down on the clumping. I have 3 egg yolks. Now, on the egg yolks, there's going to be white clumps, 1 on each end. Forget the old wives' tales. That is the chalasse and the chalasse. Those little white clumps you see, that's what holds the yolk in the middle of the egg. And I take them out of there, fish them out, because in a chocolate pie it just doesn't look good. It wouldn't hurt this, but it's just habit. I have a teaspoon, you can put more or less, teaspoon of zest, just the very outside edge of the lemon. I use one of these microplanes. We have 1 1/4 cups of water and a half a cup of lemon juice. Depending on how strong you want your lemon pie, you can use less water, more juice, doesn't really matter. Get it out of there any way you can. I use one of these little things. And a tablespoon of butter. And we're going to the stove now. We're going to add our water and lemon juice. Yeah, it was a hot pot, no biggie. And we're going to start adding our sugar and cornstarch. You want to start stirring this stuff. Yeah, it's a new stove. Word of the wise, it's a new countertop too. I sent my wife to go pick out a stovetop. She came back with a stovetop, a counter, a new sink, new faucets, new garbage disposal. Yeah, I won't be doing that again. Kind of hard to get used to these new eyes, but we're just going to stir this until it starts thickening up. You can tell when it starts thickening up. It'll start coagulating a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put my lemon zest in there. I'm going to check the temperature. Yeah, not quite hot enough, but it's warm. I am going to take a spoonful of this or two and mix it with my eggs. That tempers the eggs. Kind of brings them up to temperature so they don't scramble when you eventually pour them in there. And then I'm going to pour the egg yolks in. Alright. Stir this stuff constantly. I'll be back. Alright y'all, you can see it's starting to congeal, coagulate, whatever you want to call it. You just bring it up to tip and it'll start forming little bubbles around the edges. You don't want to do it too long. I'm going to put my butter in now. Okay. If it goes too long, this is my second video on this. I did one last week and it's set up like one of those old-timey gummy racers. You had to chew it. And it's only like 30 or 40 seconds is all it takes for it to go from just right to too much. This is looking pretty good. So we're going to set it in, start pouring it in the, see that? Now we're going to pour it in the pie shell. Alright. We're going to put it in the pie shell. The timing has to be right on this. This is about the consistency that you want. Like I say, the last video I shot, I didn't load it because when I went to test the pie, it was just a tad chewy, and you don't want that. This one's gonna be right. And we'll spread that out and get it as even as we can. And let me get some of these pots and pans out of the way. This stuff is still hot. We're fixing to put the meringue on there. And ideally you want to put this on a I got some sugar didn't get mixed up in there, came off the edge. Ideally you want to put this on the pie while it's still warm. That way it won't separate from the pie when it's sliced. While you're doing this, you want to be preheating your oven to 400. Let's see what I get out of this. It's a long film, I know. You want to run it right up to the edge of your crust. There's Rudy wanting to go out. He always waits till I start doing something. I think I could have beat it for a little bit longer. Well, like I told you in one other thing about this cooking videos, you don't get a second chance. However, I will say this, that pie that I made, which was actually last night, it set up like ballistic gel. So I got up early this morning and baked another pie because I'm taking it someplace and I didn't want it to be like ballistic gel. Alright, well, we're going to try that one. See that? I took a hunk of it out of there. It's like ballistic gel. I show my mistakes as well as my successes. We're going to stick it in the oven. Let it brown up a little bit. Alright, y'all. There it is, the finished product. I'll get to you in a minute, Rudy. I'm sure it's going to be good. Even though the egg whites didn't really fluff up. They good enough. I appreciate y'all watching. Catch you later. Bye.